A sunny spring day, you wake up and bring your phone. There are several notifications which are designed to read. And then your heart starts beating very fast. Your hands are sweaty and trembling. Your eyes don't notice anything because they can see only one message on your phone. The museum entrance was blocked by a guardian. Write a post on Instagram immediately. It was the beginning of my day last year, when I was a part of Team Pashto Reboot, which supported an archaeological underground museum in the center of Ukrainian capital, Kyiv. So, what had happened that day? I wish I could say that the museum was closed for reconstruction because we are very cool and our administration asked to post information about it. But the real situation is different. In the city center there are remains of Kyiv and Rush port, a part of our history that could be lost. And the underground museum was opened by activists who tried to communicate with the government and help that place to get a special status. However, our mayor had an active contract with one businessman, so developing the museum wasn't the target of our authorities. And what shocked me the most, that for years this place survived only because of volunteers, not because of the system which was supposed to save it. Nevertheless, the site was blocked, not to protect it, but because of the conflict between activists, government workers and business interests. But where am I in this story, and how I, a high school student, helped to save this place? Last year, my friends and I, as you know, heard that heartfelt story, and we thought, we must support this place in any way we can, it's our history and culture. So we proposed the museum workers to co-work. From that moment, Pashto Reboot was established. You might be wondering, why did we start it? Well, is the destruction of cultural heritage only a Ukrainian problem? Unfortunately, no. From time to time, UNESCO publishes different articles about the ruined historical sites in different parts of the world. In addition, there is a list of World Heritage in danger. In the description, it is written that destruction is a global issue. Due to wars, climate and recent changes, we lose part of our history, identity, and memory. Recently, UNESCO reported that from the beginning of full-scale war in Ukraine, over 526 cultural heritages was damaged. So we couldn't let the destruction of another one, which is sponsored by our government. But the problem goes deeper than just numbers. According to recent studies published by Isabel Salsana, cultural heritage is one of key structures that sustain collective memory. Without it, societies risk losing not just their buildings, but also sense of identity. In a nutshell, without our landmarks, we can forget who we are. So the real question is, what should we do with this problem? Imagine it like a three-layer cake. The first layer is the authorities. Weak policies, lack of coordination, sometimes lack of essential expertise. In many cases, decisions are made by people who are not simply prepared for the responsibility that they carry. The second layer is implementation. Laws may exist, but it doesn't work. On paper, everything is okay, but in real life, economic interests are prioritized over preserving cultural heritage. And the last, the third and the most important layer is societies. When people are not aware about value of cultural heritage, they cannot speak up about the problem. They don't demand change, and as a result, the voice of society isn't so loud. Without this pressure, even the strongest systems will fail. So, what will happen if you continue consuming this cake? At first, the changes will seem small. Just building disappears, museum closes, but deeper in time, the problems are bigger. People continue forgetting who they are. They lose a connection to the history, place, identity. And in this case, society who don't remember their past is much easier to manipulate. Now it's some kind of fairy tale for you, so I'm gonna give you one example. When you think about Afghanistan, which religion comes to your mind? Most likely Islam. But centuries ago, the region was an important center of Buddhism. Big and ancient statues of Buddha were in the Bamyan Valley for more than 1,500 years. But now many people may not know about that part of Afghan history. One of the reasons is the destruction of these sites in 2001 and silence about Buddhism past. People lose their visibility, evidence, identity. Without physical heritage, our connection becomes weaker. Now you may think, what can I do in this case? I'm just a student, I don't have a lot of money for some actions. To be honest, in the beginning of Pashto Reboot, we thought in the same way. So we started with a very easy task: understand the problem. We read about government conflict, analyzed the main challenges behind it, spoke more with museum workers, and so on. Obviously, that's not all. If you wanna solve a problem, you need to get into it. I mean, reading books familiar with the topic, visiting museums, workshops, or speaking with other people. Or you can just read information online about the certain topic, because you cannot save something that you don't understand. After that terrible, awful, scary day had happened, we understood that it's time for our further actions. Stage number 2, visibility. Our teams began to raise followers, develop our social media, because when more people know about the problem, it becomes visible. Visible problems are much harder to ignore. One awful day, one situation, one additional push for further action. Stage number 3, networking. Yeah, maybe teenagers cannot deal with the whole situation by themselves, but we can ask others for help. So just in a few days, more than 20 different influencers and news media post information about our case. And then we understood that you don't need power if you have people. Obviously, that's not all, because if you want to solve a problem, you need some actions. So we started to act. We asked people to sign our petition. 1,000 signatures appeared just in one day. The negotiations started. The museum continued its life. We cannot say that the whole story was over, but the new era of it definitely started. And the symbol of it was a 3-day festival, which was organized by our team last year. Hundreds of people attended, and we understood that we can protect our culture, we can save our history. But it's obviously not only about our case. Everyone can do the same. It's a simple strategy: understand, share, connect, and act. You can use it for your city, school, or country. Don't think that you are too young for changes, because everyone can do it. Everyone can help to preserve their culture, heritage, or place which represent it. Firstly, educate yourself. Read books, attend different culture events, speak with people, be an active voice of society, cooperate with people. Don't think that everything depends only on government, because we are voice of it, we are voice of changes. We need to be an active to save something. And now I propose everyone to enter some website and find one petition which you are going to sign. It won't take a lot of time, but it will be a small step for big changes. Thank you.